Right now, I'm more into writing, more into like shows and movies. That's what I want to do right now. I don't know about maybe 5 years from now, whatever. But right now, I want to I keep on writing stuff. I keep on making people hear them, and I keep getting feedback, and I keep improving on it. So what I really want to do is I want to create my own series. I want to create my own movie. I don't want to go into Hollywood. I don't want to go into Bollywood. I want to make my own, what do you call it? Carrywood.
Okay. Wow. Wow. And I'm sure you have so many fans, so many supportive fans that you're going to be sold out on the day one.
I hope so. Fingers crossed. I hope we can sustain for a long time. I mean, the first few days or maybe the first few months, it's like smooth sailing. That's what I've heard. But how do you sustain that? That's the fight.
What's your favorite game?
What's my favorite game? I would have to say, I'm not sure if people are into gaming, but there's this game called God of War that came in 2018.
I know that.
Yeah, that game is amazing. I love story type of games more than anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, amazing story.
Okay, and what's the game that you've played for the longest in your life?
Call of Duty.
Call of Duty?
I've been a no-lifer because of Call of Duty. All my teenager years, it's just dedicated to Call of Duty. I've been playing Call of Duty for 7, 8 years now. And at one point, what I used to do, my routine was wake up, practice, get my hands warm, and then I'll play with my friends, community, whatever you want to call it, and we'll play all day. Not studying, not doing anything, not going out to play, just basically being a big nerd.
Wow, and if you hear him, he's warming his hands. It's almost like a cricketer getting ready to go play cricket. He's warming up. A wrestler getting ready to go
wrestle. The wrestler sounds more cool.
Yeah, and when you say I'm a gamer, I'm warming my fingers to go start playing my game, it sounds strange, but that's the dedication. You're a sportsman from that point of view, right?
Tell that to my parents.
Yeah, I don't think they
Mom, I am warming up my hands. Please don't disturb me.
Don't disturb me.
Yeah.
But if you were playing cricket and you would have told your mom, I'm doing fitness to go to play cricket, it would have been okay.
Yeah, that would have been okay.
Okay. How did they react when you first started warming your fingers? Did they think, what's wrong with this guy? What's he doing? Did they react like that?
I mean, they always said, just go out. What they always feared was that I'll be just sitting in the chair. And that's what really happened. I'm still sitting in that chair.
You conquered the word sitting in the chair. They didn't realize that.
Yeah. So I found comfort, and I found I don't say I won't like to say that I'm successful. This is not final for me. I think
this journey.
Yeah, I've just created a base.
Yeah.
So sitting on a chair still. So yeah, my parents are proud of that. I'm still sitting in that same chair. I have the same chair when I had it for the past 7, 8 years.
Wow. I also play a lot of Call of Duty. I've played all the seasons of Call of Duty.
Yeah, same.
My score chart is 150, but my 10-year-old son is beating me every day.
It's what?
My 10-year-old son is beating me in Call of Duty every day.
Yeah, he got sharp eyes.
Yeah.
The
better reflex. I'm getting older.
Exactly, getting older, man. You need to warm up your fingers first.
Yeah, I learned that today from you. I have to go do this, warm up, and then try it next time.
Do it in front of your mom, she'll love it.
Oh, no, I don't think she'll get it. She anyways doesn't get what I do. Which is supposed to be a more organized industry. She still doesn't get that. This is not going to happen.
Yeah.
So, what is your next plan? I mean, do you plan 2 years, 3 years, 5 years? How do you plan your next move, next plan, next song? Whatever you're planning in your life, how do you plan?
Okay, right now I'm planning to do, what I mainly do is roast people. Now I've started making skits and sketches, very professionally done and professionally written.
Wow.
Obviously I'm writing it. I love that part. I don't want to do something that I've not written.
Wow.
Unless and until it's the best.
Tell us more about it. What's the plan?
If somebody is writing something great and they narrate it to me, I am jealous. I am pissed off because I wish I would have written that. So right now I'm focusing on sketches, skits, and at the same time like doing what I like, giving the people what they want.
Yeah.
And that's my plan for this year. I don't know about the next 5 years, man. You don't know how the world changes in the next 5 years. You cannot really plan it. So just plan for like 1 year. That's the maximum you can do. And even don't do that. Just listen what you really want to do and do it.
Wow. And you're very right. I mean, the world's changing fast.
Yep.
Who knows, you would be singing and playing game in the metaverse 5 years from now, right? So
that would be pretty weird right now.
right now, yeah, of course. So, but do you plan to go more mainstream in movies, or do you want to go any new diversifications that you plan?
OTT is very exciting to me. Like more than movies, I believe OTT is very exciting to me because they are like, you're not limited enough.
So
You're not limited.
Are you launching an OTT of your own?
I don't know, not yet.
Or bring your gang along and launch a OTT?
It's very hard to say because right now I just want to get established in a particular OTT except YouTube. That's what I want to do first, and then maybe we can look at that option.
Okay.
I'm not sure right now.
And going back to being the Asia's biggest YouTuber or creator, when you hit that mark, what was your feeling? I mean, I want to really understand your true feeling that when you hit it, it's almost like a gratification, right? A recognition. How did you feel when you were marked that you are now the biggest YouTuber in Asia?
I felt bad for myself because see, we as humans we have pretty large egos.
Yeah.
And it was a huge ego boost. And at that time I feel like I was too confident. But you know what? Life humbles you many times. It just slaps you down and puts you in the right position.
Yeah.
So I cannot still believe it. I'm still grateful, but I don't really think about it much because it's not something that's going to stay forever. What's going to stay forever is going to be what I create. So I'm more focused on that always. Money, fame, numbers, they will come and go. What remains is what you make.
You know, I know another thing about you. And Gurpreet told me this, and I was really, I would say I was feeling extremely happy of how you think. You mentioned once that as my audience evolves, as my audience moves, I want to move with them. Give us a little information on how you think about that and what's your dimension and how do you calibrate your life to change that?
Okay, it's basically like how entrepreneurs do it. They see like what will work in the future and they do it at the present moment. So that's kind of the same thing. So I've been doing this for the past 7-8 years. When I started, I was very young, and so was my audience. So they have been like growing up with me. And if I don't evolve, they'll leave me.
Yeah.
They'll go to somebody else. Like market is full of creators. You cannot just stick to one, right? So what I want to do is like see what they might like in the future and make it right now. So later on, I'm like already one step ahead.
Yeah. Well, I think this is actually a very important point because a lot of creators just create something, they become very popular, and they stick to that zone, that genre, that category, and before they realize, the audience has moved on.
Yep.
Because I used to love something when I was 10-year-old, but when I'm
Exactly.
15, when I'm 20,
Exactly.
my experiences and requirements changes.
Yep.
So you drop and you move, but
Yep.
they don't evolve, and that's why they fall off. But how do you measure that? How do you do a lot of conversation with your audience, with your fans? Do you get a lot of feed in? Do people send you advices on DM saying, "Carry, I think you should start doing this. Carry, I think you should start doing this." Do people do
I'll
that?
tell you, okay? So like people want the same thing. That's for sure. I'll give you an example, okay? The guy who cuts my hair, he's like, "Sir, the first time you came in this salon, you said give me this kind of a style. I did that. And the next month you came to me, you said like do the same thing. I did that. Now it's been 3 years. Give me a chance to do something different." So like, yeah man, exactly. So like we are all the same. That's for me as well. Like I want people to give me a chance to do something else. I want people to understand I am more than what I can, what I'm offering them right now. And they won't ask for it. They won't do it. I have to give it to them. And it's like I said, it's how you invest in future. You make something that you think is going to work in the future and you make it right now. So you're already one step ahead.
So like the barber, when you allow him the chance to do something different with your hair, like the barber, is your heart also thinking that maybe I will cut it wrong and the end result might not come out well?
Exactly.
So the experience is the same that the barber has versus you.
Yeah.
How do you do the risk measurements there? How do you ensure? Are you overthinker or you're impulsive? You just go about it and see how it goes.
I mean, I am an overthinker for sure. I get very anxious. Like I talk to myself a lot.
Okay.
Because I create videos alone. Like I've always been that person. I want to create alone. It's not, I don't think it's a choice. It's more like that's what works for me. So I've always been in that zone. Sorry, I lost track.
No, it's perfect. What I would like to do is open up for maybe one or two questions, if anybody, because this is a chance that you don't want to miss. Maybe yes, one guy. I'm already out of time.
So Carry, you are already killing it, my man. So I have a question like, I'm a crypto Web3 NFT content creator. So do you have any plans to make your own NFT collection?
You won't like my answer, man.
I think, do you want to buy it or do you want to launch it?
See, the basic concept of NFT, what I've understood, is that you want to build a community. I already have that community, so I don't think like it's basically like a cool membership. So I already have a membership. I think it's pretty cool. So I don't have any plans of like getting into NFTs right now.
Thank you.
Perfect, thank you. Okay, one last question. Okay.
Yeah. So, like, please correct me if I'm wrong, but like, your videos majorly include roasting videos and gaming videos, which cater to a specific set of audience or a specific set of age group per se. And like, as you said that you have much more to offer than what you are offering right now to your audience. So, do you like think about the audience that you're not catering for, or like do not like go through your videos, etc.? Do you care about those expectations as well? And like, if you, what are your future plans for that?
See, what I always do is when I'm making a video, if you go into like, if you create something which is like very niche to your audience, that's good. They love it. They love it by their heart. But what you need to do is keep a balance. What I try to do is I try to make videos from a perspective, okay, if I was new to this channel, if I was discovering this channel for the first time, what will be my impression? How will I make people understand? So the basic, okay, first step of creation is you don't have to make great content. You don't. You have to make content that people can understand. And the more people understand your content, the more they'll consume it. Then you can build upon it, then you'll use your skills, then you'll get experienced, and that's how you make great content. First, you make people understand what you're making the video about.
Fantastic, guys. Let's give a big hand to Carry. Thank you so much, Carry, for sharing the information. It was great.
Thank you very much, Carry.